Welcome back to another episode of the Greenies. We're on the fourth tee again. I just thought it'd be useful to give you a little update of where we're at and where we want to be in the next few days. We've installed the path railing. This side, you can see as you enter and step onto the tee, is slightly raised. Some people said it should be bigger, but I'm pretty confident that this will do the job, and we'll just have to see as we go. Once that railing's in, we've managed to get the root zone to the edge of the path railing and then shaped our banks, which Sam and Mick have done an excellent job of so far. And there's really nothing else we can do until the tee is laser leveled. The laser level contractors were due in on Monday, but unfortunately with contractors they need to finish the jobs they are currently working on. So they've pushed us back a little bit, and they were supposed to come in tomorrow, so that'll be Friday. But unfortunately the forecast looks shocking, so to wait 3 more days till the following Monday is a smart thing to do. So we will not be doing any more work on this tee until Monday now, as we don't want to undo any of the hard work that we've just done. Andy from AMG has done an absolutely fantastic job in getting this tee pretty much level, so they won't have a lot to do. So what they'll do is they'll put the laser level on the back of the tractor, and then it will be set up from the back. It's a 1% full from back to front, and that machine will work it till it's absolutely perfect. We'll then overseed it and work that seed and get a nice fine till for that seed to drop into. The final thing is germination sheet, and then everything will be sheeted up and the growing begins. We fired up the irrigation as well. I'll pop some videos up as I talk, as always. Irrigation went well, no leaks, so I think we've done a pretty good job. There will be some tweaking to do once everything's grown in, just firing it up to check it's all right, and if it does turn dry eventually ever in this country, we may have to put them on to just water our seed a little bit if it needs it. But as I say, nozzles are in. We need to do a little bit of tweaking to make sure the throws are absolutely spot on, and we're getting the right amount of water out on each section of the tee. So that's about it for this project for now, for this week. And then on Monday, hoping it'll be all finished off, and then we'll just finish off by installing the path material. And at the start of the week we got our Procore out on the greens and did a mini time just to get some air into them, and that was much needed as well given the forecast of this week. Following on from that, our aeration program will begin for this autumn/winter. We are going to be vertidraining the approaches and the tees, apart from this tee, and then we will be putting some sand out on those as well. I'm just in the middle of finalising the winter program with the CDG, and there's plenty of aeration on all sorts of playing areas, so I thought it would be a good idea to get those provisional aeration dates into the club diary so everyone can see when and where they're going to be happening. Obviously the weather has an influence, so I can't be dead accurate, but it just gives a rough idea of when we want to carry out this work. And white markers are still out, as you can see, but in the course policy document it states that they will come in after finals day. We've allowed them to stay out a little bit longer. We've got a medal on Saturday, so we'll probably see them out through the weekend, assess it on Monday, but likely they will probably be coming back in on Monday. And then touching on preparing for the winter, you'll see some ropes and stakes out on the 4th and 5th. Unfortunately, we're getting to the point now where ropes and stakes are going to have to be added out onto the course to protect these areas, especially with the forecast, the wet weather on Friday, which is tomorrow. We're going to have to put some stakes and ropes out, unfortunately. We'll also put some white lines on approaches as well to guide traffic, which can be helpful as well. I hope everyone can understand that it's been a really busy period for us. A lot of the guys have got holidays left because we don't like to take too much holiday in the summer, just because it's so busy with setting up the course. Then we've got the 4th tee project going on, which takes a lot of resource and is a high priority for us. So we've had to just push back on the course a little bit. You'll notice things like bunker edging and strimming hasn't been done this week, which we'll hopefully catch up on next week, as well as we're just reducing the frequency of our cut coming into winter, because we're almost in November now and we need to start thinking about switching to protection mode, autumn mode, and just protecting the plant a little bit. You'll notice heights of cut raised slightly on greens, heights of cut raised slightly on approach. Obviously nothing drastic, but we just need to take these precautions now just to make sure everything's healthy going into autumn. That's about it. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I can't wait to show you the finished product on Monday. All right, catch you guys next week.